Greetings, tubies. Welcome back to my channel yet again. Back to the basics. This is Crow speaking. I'm out here today hiking off the trail near a nature preserve. I've been out here for a little over an hour. I'm out here chronicling my journeys. If you're not familiar with my channel, let me just say this real quick. The purpose of this channel is basically to just chronicle my outdoors journeys and experience. So some of my videos may be like this one, where I'm about to show you something I found that's edible, and some of them may be just me talking about my experiences or my knowledge with the outdoors and surviving. I've had a couple of series of videos on YouTube over the years, and as I've progressively learned more, I have removed my videos and deleted them from my devices. And what I'm trying to do is build back up a category of my experience or knowledge, if you will, so that I can submit it to the casting crew at the Alone game show, which I desperately want a shot at. And I feel like if anybody deserves it, it is me. So hopefully this video series will help further my chances with the casting crew. So back to the business at hand here. I'm hiking, and you know, it's almost January, it's the end of December, and I'm imagining if I were stranded with no grocery store and you know, no outlet except what nature puts out, what would I eat? And so, you know, I'm checking logs and just looking where I'm walking and doing my normal thing, and I come across this here. Okay, this, I've already ripped it open, and it's the right color inside to eat. This is a tiny puffball. Now, there are all kinds of puffballs in the world, and this is one of the smaller ones that you'll come across, and it was growing right here on this wood, right next to this turkey tail, which is also edible but doesn't taste very good. It's very chewy, like leather. And here are a bunch more puffballs. Now this is why they're not edible. For the most part, this is why they're not edible. You see that powder puffing out? Yeah, that is toxic powder, and it turns orange or green depending on the type of puffball that you found. The only time a puffball is edible, like this little one that I happened to find today, is when they are solid, firm, they're not very squishy, and if they feel that way, then you can go ahead and rip it open, and if the inside is snow white, then you can eat it. Okay, if it's even slightly yellow, has a brown streak through it, it's turned gray, it's off-white, any of those indicators, it's already turning toxic, it's too late to eat it. There's a very, very short window of opportunity on puffballs. Now, the good thing about that being said, is there is a never-ending supply of puffballs in nature. So all you have to do is get out there and you know what you're looking for, and you'll find them. So right now there's not too much in the way of food in this local vicinity, which I'm in the foothills of Appalachia, but like this beetle I just found. Okay, I'm just walking around, you know, looking for food, and I've come across this beetle. Now that'd be a little bit of protein on top of the puffer ball that I just found, on top of a handful of mushrooms that I found a little bit before that. So I wouldn't be starving, and there's also plenty of roots to be dug up, and there's also plenty of nuts to be eaten. And on top of all that, my favorite and my fallback and go-to food in my mind, if I were ever in a survival scenario, would be pine. Every species of pine on the face of the earth, other than the yew tree, is non-toxic, non-poisonous to man, and therefore is edible. You can cut a pine tree open, you know, half an inch inside of it, dig out the pulp and eat it raw, You can mush it up and boil it with water and eat it like porridge or mashed potatoes. You can take a knife or X-Acto knife if you have, and you can take the time to cut out thin strips that look like linguine or spaghetti, and you can boil it to the consistency of noodles, and you can have pine noodles. So there's a lot more than meets the eye when it comes to nature being a grocery store. I mean, people survived for millennia without a grocery store. You know, we have become so weak as a people and a society in the last century and a half than I think people ever imagined us being. So that's why I've named this channel Back to the Basics, because that's really all that it is. It's getting back to the basics, knowing how to survive and what nature has to offer. So I'm going to wrap this video up and probably wrap my hike up unless I run into anything else interesting on the way. So that being said, till next time, peace out.